Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to make a market outlook regarding with gold, natural gas and the Forex market. As a beginning we are going to look at the economic calendar, what we are going to have during this week. So the main events, not everything. The possible impact that they may create and what we should be careful. So let's jump on them shortly. Is beginning, please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. It will help me a lot. Thank you so much. So let's see what is happening on our economic calendar right now. Just one moment also to check the voice quality. Okay, everything looks fine. So the first one that we are going to look at right now. Today it was completely holiday. We had both markets, London market and the US market closed, so there was nothing to trade. You should all know that during these days when one of the markets is closed, London market or the US market, it is better not to trade at all. But when we have both closed, you should stay away from your trading. Tomorrow morning on Tuesday, we are going to have very strong important data from Swiss. It is expected a possible increase in the GDP data by approximately 0.1%. We should be careful because during all this moment of time, Swiss franc was very strong and it was never released from the Swiss National Bank that they were supporting their currency. During the previous week, Credit Suisse posted related with this topic. They shared about the Swiss National Bank that was intervening in the market in order to support their economy, in order to support their currency, sorry. So that is why we have to be very careful. During this period of time, that it was about 3 months or 4 probably, Swiss franc was very strong and in a very strange way. So those that are exposed to trading every day can understand this very well because we have suffered this strange market manipulation when you see Swiss franc to keep being stronger without any reason at all. So that is why we have to be careful. Probably tomorrow this is going to impact Swiss franc. I'm not sure if this is going to impact this positively, considering the Swiss franc is also testing very critical price areas. It is, let's say, overbought in extreme conditions and it should release liquidity in one day or another. If you don't like to trade Swiss currency pairs, then it is better if you stay away from the market. So this is my only advice for the Swiss pairs. During the day, we are going to have only soft data. I'm not expecting anything interesting. Thank you to every one of you that are joining right now. Thank you so much. I'm not expecting anything big interesting. Also, during the US market opening, we don't have any important data. So these are all soft data, small movements in the market. What I'm expecting from the US market is the only problem related with the debt ceiling and what it will create in the market. So this is very important during this week. And with the opening of the US market, it is obvious that the market will move because we are going to see the new liquidity to join the market, considering that it was also a long weekend for both Europe and the US as well. So you should be very, very careful. It is better to to wait for the market to get more stable during the first part of the day. On Wednesday morning, this is early morning for European session. We have Bank of Australia, Governor Louis speech. They supported their currency it may impact for good Australian dollar. So we should know that they are supporting their currency lately. So let's see what they will speak. Probably it can be also an event without event. We have to expect it. We have data from China that these are going to impact Australian dollar mainly, if these are going to come in green, better than expected. And also during Wednesday morning, we are going to have monthly consumer price index, so the CPI data. This is going to move the market. So this is definitely one of the indicators that is moving all the currencies during this period of time. The problem is that considering that the market is just doing up and downs in a strange way, we can never anticipate a right movement. However, considering the previous weeks related with the other economies, a slower number or on a smaller number than expected, market reacted in a negative way, and in a higher number than expected, the market reacted positively. However, you should know that these are not normal conditions, and it doesn't make sense that for a higher inflation rate, the currency should be stronger. So it is no sense at all. That is why you have to be careful. During the day, we are going to have soft data again. On Wednesday, we are going to have President Lagarde speech during the US opening. As you may see, this is the time of the US opening. We have the GDP data from Canada, and this is going to impact the market. Probably, considering that the market is waiting for a higher number related to the GDP data from Canada, we may see the market to begin moving in advance. So let's be careful. We may see advanced movement or probably later, but the market is expecting for a positive number this time. On Thursday, we have retail sales from Germany. We have to be very careful with these numbers. They are expecting for the retail sales to come at minus 5% from minus 8.6%. The problem is because the indicators from Germany are not better, are not coming better at all, considering the previous months. So we may see bad numbers here, and this is definitely going to impact euro for bad. So let's be careful with this indicator here. During Thursday morning, again, we are going to have the CPI data from Eurozone. It is expected that the inflation may slow down also here. We have also the unemployment rate and President Lagarde's speech. So it is going to be very interesting, as I see. 1 hour before the US market opening, we are going to have ACB monetary policy meeting accounts. This is going to move the markets at this time. So we have to be very careful, as I see. We have ADP employment data from the US, very strong indicator. And also ISM manufacturing data. Also, these are very important data that are going to move the markets. So Thursday is going to be very interesting, as I see, and also Wednesday with the data from Canada. Friday, we have non-farm payroll data. Considering the jobless claims during this period of time, during all the previous weeks, they came better than expected, and probably we may see higher numbers related with non-farm payroll data. It can create bullish volume for US dollar. However, let's see what may happen. These are the data that we are going to impact the market for the coming week. So let's see what may happen in the market again. The first one that we are going to look at is the dollar index. We are following dollar index from the bottom since a long period of time when the price was close to the bottom. And considering that 100.82 was not broken, price began to create the next bullish wave. So we are looking on the daily chart, so it makes sense that we are going to have this type of wave here. As you may see, the price is close to our last targets for the moment. We have to be also very careful. I will explain why. As you may see, the price is growing also for today. Everything was related with the bullish optimism related with the US debt ceiling talks. Everyone was expecting that probably the US was going to go in bankruptcy. On the other hand, it is not expected at all that to happen, so it is normal that they are going to change the debt ceiling as they already did. The problem is that right now that all the movement was priced in advance. So what may happen and how the price is going to absorb the news related to the debt ceiling agreement. This is another question that I'm looking at for this week. The problem will be because the market is going to interpret the debt ceiling and it will definitely create something. Price already stopped in this zone, as you may see. If we are going to make it a bit smaller for the dollar index, we can see a small pause in trend here. So the chances are very high that the price is creating a small pattern. If this pattern is going to continue to grow further from where it is now, so the chances will be that the price should continue to increase further. Any breakdown from the pattern, it will definitely confirm that probably the bullish movement was finished at this moment. I'm looking at also a possible combination this time of the technical and the fundamental perspective because it is very important at this moment. And the chances are that we may see a deeper correction for the dollar index. The problem that we are not having a clear direction yet is the problem related with the volume that both markets are stopped. We don't have buyers, we don't have sellers, so we can see where the price is going to move next. That is why we are in this scenario. However, if price is going to break through our zone, the chances are very high that we may see dollar index to test this area here. This is a very strong area, close to 103.6 as the first one, and the second one should be the base that I'm looking at. So also these areas here are very strong that I'm looking at. We have small structures, as you may see. Also another structure here. However, the bearish scenario will come in life only when the price will confirm the bearish movement. Until that moment, this is only a possible bearish scenario and we cannot anticipate this scenario in advance at all. So we are just looking at for a possible movement. Until that moment, we are still on a bullish wave that may continue to increase again. So let's see what is going to happen and how the market will create this movement. Thank you so much for your kind comments. I really appreciate it. So let's wait for the market to move. The next one that we are going to look at is gold. We sold gold in our group since a long period of time. I have updating this analysis since when the price was near this area and when it was near the top and also after the top was created. So all the time we're looking at for a possible bearish opportunity and I was considering this trade like the best trade of 2023, the big short for this one. And as you may see, the price already reached our targets, and these are the main targets for the moment. From the top, where the price faced the previous resistance close to 2070, was the problem related with the debt ceiling. The market began to speculate after the banking crisis. Everyone was talking about the default of the US. For every one of you that are already in this trade, or probably like to trade, you should know that uh, a central bank can never go in default, can never go in bankruptcy. So it's insane if you are going to think about it. It is normal that a central bank may have difficulties how to manage liquidity if they should if they should decide to increase the amount of money in circulation, if they should increase the debt ceiling, because there are many indicators that are affected one by one in this situation. However, what is main important is that they can do also in the simple way. They can just create new money, and we are going to face higher inflation. So they will never be in a situation without money at all. So this is something sure for all the countries, for all the central banks. That is why everyone changed the price direction from US dollar bearish to bullish, and we saw also gold to move down here. Thank you so much to every one of you for the nice comments. AB is writing very well detailed analysis. Thank you for your videos. Thank you so much. As you can see from the top, price already moved down, also from gold. And what may happen right now is that the price is just moving down. So look at what the price is creating, corrections and moving down. In the current position, price is already in a very strong support area, and the possible breakout from this zone will create a bearish continuation movement. At this moment, on the bigger picture, I still think that the US dollar should be strong, and also gold should continue moving down. I'm not expecting gold to break the top. But what is very important is that the chances are equal this time, considering that the market is going to speculate with the debt ceiling. We may see gold to increase before it will move down. However, the bigger picture is still showing for bearish movement, and that bearish movement can also be a bearish continuation movement. So it is not that clear at this moment. From this piece of information, I can say that it may continue down. However, everything is related how the market will interpret the debt ceiling. So it is not that easy. So let's see. So far, we are only in a bearish movement, so it is not showing signs yet for any possible bullish move. We have to see what is going to happen. So we are still in a bearish movement here, so let's see. The targets that I'm looking at on the bigger picture is that the price may continue to move down further up to 1,800 approximately, close to the fourth wave. This will be a very strong support area if the price is going to come here. However, also the current zone that corresponds to the fourth wave in blue is very strong, and that is why I am hesitating about a bearish continuation movement. So the price probably is going to release some liquidity before it will continue down. However, let's see. We are just collecting data for the moment. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that is joining. Thank you so much, guys, for the nice comment in YouTube. I really appreciate it. Let's see what is happening with natural gas. Natural gas was one of the ideas that I shared today morning. As you may see, price is already moving down at this point. It is coming close to the structure zone and to our target. Very nice movement from 2.44 and price is now 2.35. I still think that the price should continue to move down to test the bottom as we are looking at. The problem is that natural gas is creating very big problems for everyone that is still thinking to hold this for a longer period of time. On the lower part of the structure, finally, at the end of February, price created the first support area that was respected. It was close to 2.1. Another retest was created between March 30, as you may see, up to the mid of April, this zone here. And later price came for the third time that tested 2.1. It's still not clear what natural gas is going to do. All the bullish moves are not holding at all, so price is releasing liquidity in a crazy way. Also, during the previous times, we saw a sell-off, a fast one, and it is happening again. So the chances are that the price may continue to move down further, as I am looking at here, and the chances are that it can test 2.1 again. However, we have to be careful. Once the price will be close to 2.1, everything may happen with natural gas. It can break even lower. However, we have to see what is going to happen. But considering that the price is still doing ups and downs, the chances are again that it may create any bullish wave from this area again. However, it will be very complex scenario and the price will be here. So far, price reached the first target, so this is good. So let's see how it will develop during the coming hours. Mohammed is asking about Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Just give me some time until I will finish what we have in our program, please. I really appreciate it. The next one that we are going to look at is Euro USD. As I have shared on a bigger time frame, we are following this also on a daily perspective. Price completed a bigger high wave pattern and the chances are that the price may move down close to 1.05. During all these moments, I shared with you also these targets here, just one moment. When the price began the last bullish wave, as you may see, it was this wave here. It was with many ups and downs. And I am sure that during this period of time that is dating back from the beginning of March, probably many of you suffered the problems with trading Euro USD. As you may see, all of these moves are not normal when we see something to move in this way with deep ups and downs all the time, very aggressive movements. And later we can see a change in trend that was fast overall. And during this period of time here, the price was looking like it was going to stop the bearish volume. But on the other hand, it didn't stop at all. So we can see the price moving down and down. We have to be careful for a moment. This is not showing anything at all. The wave that we are looking at was since the top that we are looking at. So this was overall movement. All the targets were reached and we are looking at for the retest of the bottom. However, we have to be careful because the market is just focused on the debt ceiling. If everything was already priced in, probably the market will find something to talk about related with this topic. What the which will be the potential impact during the coming months, because I don't think that the US economy is going to move from this topic without speculation from the market. And that is why we have to be very careful. It is pointing down, but I think that the current volume is very, very small. So stay away and let's see what is going to happen. In my opinion, this is not clear at all in these conditions right now. It looks like it can continue moving down further. So if you are from the top, just move stops at break even and just let it move free. Otherwise, just stay away, in my opinion. For GBP USD, I can say that it stands in the same position, and probably GBP is in a better position compared with Euro USD. It is not giving up at all. And what is very strange is that all the movement that the price is coming down with big pullbacks, as you may see. Price is moving down, it is creating pullback, moving down, so it seems like it is going to break up and it will grow, but it is moving down. So we have to be careful also here. The pattern is showing that it may continue to move down again. However, any movement above this small pattern that is coming may create any bullish move, so any strange one, not normal one. The volume is very small, as you may see. During all these days, we had the data from the US that were very good. Price moved down 60 pips and deleted. And here we can see that price moves down again. This was the first one that was deleted. It came down on Friday and all deleted again. And right now, GBP is just holding the position. So it's still bearish, but it's also very risky to sell. So if you are going to initiate any trade for GBP USD, probably you should use any stop loss above this structure zone, and you can just take the risk for this trade. But I don't think that it is a wise choice. But the chances are equal in both movements here. So let's see how the market will open during these days. I want to discuss with you a topic related with Euro Yen, and probably this is related also with all the yen pairs. Emmanuel is writing, good analysis. I saw it and followed you since you posted the first breakout when it was shifting. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The problem with Euro Yen, I posted this analysis on Friday. I still think that the price should continue moving down further related with this analysis and in many yen pairs. But we have to be careful because yen is speculated in a crazy way. So I don't know what is happening related with the yen pairs. It is not related with the Bank of Japan at all. Yen is undervalued in the European currencies, but on the other hand, it is not undervalued with the others. So it stands in a very difficult and strange positions. We have to be careful. But also during Thursday, if I'm not wrong, it was Thursday, the Bank of Japan said that probably they are going to change the yield curve very soon. If that is going to happen, that is going to impact the yen pairs. Probably I will prepare something related with the yen pairs during the coming days. I hope it will be interesting. But we have to be very careful during this moment of time. It can come down. However, this type of pattern and this type of trading has a higher cost overall. So it has a higher risk that the market is suffering the problem with manipulation. I'm not clear about this topic if manipulation is done from the Bank of Japan or probably from other market participants like the Swiss National Bank that was supporting the Swiss franc, so we can never know what is happening after the scenes. However, this is a possible scenario that is showing for a bearish movement so far. So let's see. Thank you so much, Roberto, for your emoji. And another one that one of the guys already asked is Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. I had this prepared in advance because I was looking at for a possible bullish opportunity. During the previous times price created this type of waves were not very clear overall considering this type of price development, but so far the price seems that it keeps growing. What we have to be careful is that this is not stopping at all. We should see any type of correction. The overall picture and a common mistake that I see in many traders is that when someone is posting one analysis or a personal opinion on the chart, everyone jumps in buy or sells according to the position. So it is not the right way of doing these things. For example, in this analysis, I can share my view that the price is going to continue to test the top, but before it will test the top, probably I didn't say you that this is going to come down and I'm waiting for the next bullish wave. So you are going to jump in this buy and the price will begin to release liquidity. That is why you have to be careful. And another problem that I see is that many traders are posting charts, daily charts, with 20 pips or 30 pips or 40 pips targets. It doesn't make sense at all. So you should stay away from those charts, in my opinion, if you want to be safe in your trading. If you think that this is the right way of trading, if I'm going to share this right now, and I can say that the price is going to come here without showing anything at all, this will expose you to a very high amount of risk. So please be careful from these jokes. These are not good at all. Whoever that share these ideas, it is normal that doesn't want to share the strategy that it is using, but you should know how to join this trade. As a minimum, you can take these trades as a reference where are posted from the others, but you cannot jump in these trades at all. It's very risky when you don't have a clear, well-defined strategy on your own. For the moment, I can say that this is just rising. I wanted to join also this trade for my members since when the price was close to this area here. Since when the price was here, I was expecting for a deeper correction because it was not a very good buy opportunity. It is growing, but the volume is very low. So the problem is that the price probably is not going to increase up to the structure zone. Probably it may create any release of liquidity and later it may grow again. If you are from the bottom, just move stops at break even and be happy with what may happen. So it is not for those of you that want to join this trade right now. It may grow, but you don't have any place where to position the stop loss for this trade. So in my opinion, it doesn't make sense at all to join this trade now. So this is overall for Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar. So I hope I was clear for Mohammed that asked about Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. So let's see what is going to happen with this one. And another one that I wanted to discuss with you is GBP USD, GBP Chief, sorry. During the last month, from the beginning of May, this is getting a very difficult currency pair, considering that the Swiss franc finally was exposed that it was supported by the Swiss National Bank. This is dating back at the beginning of May, so price is moving within this type of wedge pattern for approximately 1 month. It can continue also a bit lower, close to the support area before it will rise, but it can also increase from the current position that we are looking at here. So the bullish movement will happen only when the price will create a solid breakout, and later the chances will get higher for GBP Chief to increase again. Until that moment, this is not so clear. We have to be careful. It is better to stay on the side for GBP Chief. And let's see how it will continue to develop. It can come also here, and we may see possible triple support on the lower part of the pattern. The big trade should be on the bullish side, considering that Swiss franc is also overbought in many currency pairs. It is not only related with the GBP Chief. However, let's see what is going to happen during the coming days. So that's all for today with the material that I have prepared. Moika is asking about what about USD and okay. Just one moment. I haven't analyzed this before. This is the first time. Give me some time, please, about this analysis. I don't want to share just an opinion. I will post a bit later on the Telegram group. So who is not in the Telegram group may join. You can find the Telegram group in one of the videos that I have shared. So it will have more details. It is not that easy as I see. The price is just growing. This is a very strange growth. It keeps breaking the tops as I see. So give me some time and I'll check this out. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more future contents. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.